EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Don't jump.
Now a first down throw. Fields to the right side, and he's got more complete. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Here we go. We're good.
Now Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
Not a great season for the Bears passing game, which ranked last in the league. A very solid year by Kmet. Established himself as a dependable target at tight end and led Chicago in yards and touchdowns.
On first down, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So from the 36 now, first and 10. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Fields now to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
And the Bears are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Play action. It's Fields. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Make something happen. Come on. Big play. We need this. Let's do it. I need the end zone or I'm going home.
Herbert will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake, Love. This one swung out here to Jones. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Love now on 2nd down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Love. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So it's a tough test for the Packers' new starting quarterback, Jordan Love. 2 road games to begin the year. Today here in Chicago, next week in Atlanta. But he's one of the rare first-rounders that got to sit and watch for a little bit. So how do you think that'll serve him going forward?
Well, you sit there and absorb game plans for all this time. You watch how people prepare. You see how teams respond to being up, down, all of those things. Now he gets to step into that role and be the leader of this team. All the things he's dreamed of and imagined, now he gets to put into practice.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. The slot man in motion right. Love, they go play action now. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. Down to about the 22 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On play action, Love to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 7-7, our score after 1. Now 3rd down and 7. Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play.
Here's Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Play fake. Here's Love. Flush to his right. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Love. And complete once again to Watson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and 10. Play action this time with Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2. Love with it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watson. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Love now. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Fields. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
That's pulled in at the 32. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw now. Here's Love. Completed out left to Dobbs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And his pass incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part. Because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletions. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Hamler now on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Take that. Thank you.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Now Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Looking deep here from Mooney. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gervon Dexter, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, flag comes in. It's incomplete, and I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And returning it, here's Hamler. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. This is caught. Touchdown Bears. Cole Kmet, 31 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We've got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And this will be a Packers first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Another strong run from the underrated Aaron Jones, who really deserves more credit for what he has done for the Packers. Even splitting carries in an offense that loves to throw it around, Jones put up his 3rd 1,000-yard season in the last 4 years.
First down, Love to pass. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary. And that's a job well done there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. 6, mega. Black shot. Yellow, go.
On play action. Love to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. He's got room at the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Love, they go play action now. Steps away. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Love. Forced out to his left. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, nice move. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Be ready.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
Let's go now.
Now 2nd and 3.
Hey, red. Red, cycle. Ready?
Play fake. Here's Love. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Love looking to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. 2nd and a couple. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Play action this time with Love. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick here is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly Oh, and Nelson spaced open and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Fields, and that one going to come up short, low throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Fields throwing again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Smash, red. Black ultra. Green jack. Ready.
Love now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock.
Let's go.
But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 24. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming.
Touchdown! Christian Watson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first. To throw is Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Fields now to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Packers.
Again, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 16. The 4th-down conversion is successful, giving 12 yards that time. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Fields throw there, hauled in by Claypool. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground?
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through. And
this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game